Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a fantastic show here for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is CTABANZ. Make sure y'all go on there and follow me. So anyway, let's get into this topic. So we've been covering everything that surrounds this LeBron offseason and the potential of him moving and going to play for another team. It all really kicked off after LeBron's agent, Rich Paul, went out there and said that, hey, look, I understand that you guys are trying to build for the future here, but LeBron still wants to maximize his championship window and go out there and compete. Now, when he made those comments, they absolutely flew in the face of what LeBron had said previously about how ring culture was weird. And we're like, so if ring culture is weird, what's this desperation to go out there and win another championship? But nevertheless, those comments were made. Then we did a show yesterday reacting to some comments that Dave McMenamin of ESPN had to make on 710 ESPN Radio, LA Radio, where he essentially said that there's a possibility that LeBron could join the Dallas Mavericks, but only under one condition. And those conditions are the following. If the Lakers were to buy him out of his $52.6 million contract, and then he would go sign with the Dallas Mavericks for a lesser contract, then that could work. Yesterday, we went through the back and forth of why we think that that could potentially be a course of action. So that happened. So then later in the evening, Kendrick Perkins, who was also on ESPN, a former buddy of LeBron, I don't know if they're still buddies or whatever, but friend of his, he decided to weigh in on what was going on. And Kendrick Perkins decided to take it to a different place. And the place Kendrick took it to was essentially this. He said the moment that the Lakers went for Luka, it was over for LeBron James and Klutch Sports in terms of the control and influence that they had over the Lakers. And I'm like, this is a very important point, because it shows you why the Lakers are not really doing anything, even after Rich Paul put out those statements to the NBA community. So what we want to do is I want to play what Kendrick Perkins had to say on road tripping, and then want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to Kendrick Perkins here.
The Los Angeles Lakers. You got so much going on. You got all this happening. LeBron, Rich Paul putting out a statement that I felt like it really served no purpose but to ruffle the feathers, And you know why he wanted to ruffle the feathers? You want to know why? Because it's a new sheriff in town, or should I say sheriffs, plural, in town in L.A. Okay, yeah. Yes, they have a new owner. And by the way, I don't believe somebody's paying close to $10 billion for the team and is not going to be the shot caller. So I know they had the reports that Jeannie Buss is still going to be. I don't believe that. You ain't paying $10 billion without calling shots, okay? And when I say new sheriffs, it's not just because of the owner. It's because the focal point, your franchise guy now is Luka Doncic, an international superstar. It's not a 40-year-old LeBron James. It's not Rich Paul and Klutch Sports no more. No, it's Luka. It's Luka, and it's WME. Bill Duffy. I said this on air 3 days ago. I said DeAndre Ayton go sign with the Lakers because you know who DeAndre Ayton represented by? WME. So if you don't think that Lucas is having a say in what's going on with the Lakers front office right now, you crazy as hell. But rightfully so. They need him. They want him to resign that contract. Right, this extension that's coming up in August. Hell yeah, you want to make sure Luka is involved. And now you get a 26, 27-year-old, I believe it is, DeAndre Ayton, who's known for putting up double-doubles. He went to a finals before, right? Like, he shined in some big moments. And he's an athletic big. Is he an upgrade from Jackson Hayes and what they had? Absolutely. Fuck yeah, he is. He really is. But I will say this to DeAndre Ayton. He better come in with the right mindset, because this could possibly be his last shot if he ain't careful. Here's the thing, right? LeBron, we don't know how many years he has left, period, right? And his time shouldn't be wasted or taken for granted. I just wish they hurry up and just move the on what they gonna do. What are you gonna do? I'm saying from the Lakers standpoint, even LeBron James, like, I don't want to hear these confusing statements from Rich Paul. Like, okay, bro, if y'all talking about, like, y'all need to win a title and y'all ready to see what the Lakers are going to do, then can you give us a deadline? Like, maybe leaning up to training camp? If y'all don't have a championship roster going into training camp, because you know what the championship roster look like. If you don't have one, then you're telling us that LeBron James needs to find another home. And that's okay. That's okay. But I will say this, I don't think LeBron's going to damn place, to be honest with you. I really don't. I don't. He has the coach that he wanted in J.J. Redick. Bronny is still there. Damn it, it's a 45-minute to an hour plane ride to Arizona where Bryce go to school at. Right? And again, you $52 million in at 40. About to be 41 this season. And Luka is one of Bron's favorite players.
Fantastic. So you heard what he had to say. He said there's a new sheriff in town. The first thing I want to react to is this notion that the Lakers just sold for $10 billion, but nevertheless, Jeannie Buss is going to be in control of basketball operations. That's insanity. And I said that. There's no way. Even Rob Parker said there's no way you pay that amount for a team and you have no control over it whatsoever. That's absolutely insane. And I also said that new leadership or the new ownership could be one of the reasons that the Lakers are not budging in terms of going into the luxury tax. Look, I want to say this quickly. And I'm going to give him a shout out here, a soft shout out to the channel, The Locker Room. Look, man, I tried to follow your content. I tried to give it a shot and see. And the guy has some interesting videos that I was watching. But I was trying to follow you yesterday, and you were reacting to some comments that Winnie the Pooh, Lowe, had to make. And Lowe was essentially saying, look, LeBron picking up that $52 million player option hamstrung the Lakers because they have no wiggle room. And that was his last chance to go out there and ensure that the Lakers can make some moves. So you pick up this story and you're like, I was trying to follow you, but then you lost me because you was like you weren't being serious anymore. You know, talking about LeBron made his second All-NBA team, and who cares if he made a second All-NBA team? Look, the point is LeBron is 41 years old. Will be 41 years old. So the Lakers are not willing to budge and make any significant moves for him. Why would they do that? And to not see that point and try to make it seem like it's something else, that they're not it's like, let's be serious. Like, you're not being serious anymore. You're too emotionally invested into this LeBron thing that you're not being serious. They don't care. He's 41 years old. They're not going to take any financial hits for him. They're just not. They don't care. Yes, he made an All-NBA second team last year. Did they make it to the finals? Did they get out of the Western Conference? No. Did they make it to the Western Conference? No. So that's a moot point. So to bring that up, it's ridiculous. Like, come on, like, I'm trying to follow you, but you're being too ridiculous with you're not reasoning things anymore. It's all nonsense. You're like, well, LeBron picked up $52 million. Is he not worth it? It doesn't matter if he's worth it. If he picked up the money, then he is fully aware that there's no more room to be made. And to say that he'll pick up the $52 million and the Lakers should still go do something for him for a 41-year-old, it's insanity. It's insanity. Why would they do that? Why would they take such a hit? If that's the case, they should pay him what? A 2 years worth of a contract in 1 year, pay him what they're supposed to pay him, and then go into the luxury. For what? No, come on, like, you're being ridiculous. In terms of what Kendrick Perkins had to say, look, he makes a good point. There's a new sheriff in town, and their control is waning. This is what happens, folks. LeBron won't be the first one. He's not the first one. He definitely won't be the last one. This is what happens when players get older and teams decide to move on. It's just the bloody truth. And I think that Kendrick Perkins made some sound points with his analysis. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about what Kendrick Perkins had to say? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.